Hi guys, Bike Yarns again. This time we're going to do different. I'm going to check in today. So this is Red checking in. Look, today I'm doing pretty well. So I've been riding my motorbike the last few days, just clearing my head a bit. Today I'm feeling all right. You know, yesterday I was feeling shit. And the day before I was feeling shit. You know, the black dog was chasing me. Hence why I'm on my bike. You know what I mean? I figured if I can just outrun the black dog, that's good enough for me. But on that point, you know, like sometimes it's hard when that black dog comes along and it wants to sit next to you. You know, you wake up in the morning, you're feeling all right, then, you know, so for whatever reason, the black dog comes along, yeah? And it can get very hard. You know, it's a very convincing voice, you know, or a viewpoint, you know, like it's very good, that old black dog, it's very good at convincing us that there's no point in nothing, you know, that there's nothing worth it, you know, that the world would be a better place without us, you know. And it can get hard. The big thing is, like, I find that things that work for me is, obviously, if you're blessed enough to have a good support network, reach out to that support network. You know, like myself, I got friends that check in on me if I go dark for a few days. I got family, I'm blessed with them as well, that check in on me again if I go dark for a few days. So reaching out to your support network, if you've got one, if you're fortunate enough to have one, that's a big one. Sometimes though, like, what I like to talk about when I was teaching, so for context, when I was teaching self-defense back in the day, and I used to teach a lot of kids and teenagers, you know, and they come up to you with, you know, scenarios or situations, you know, like they're being bullied or, you know, they're whatever. And one thing I'd like to say is, like, all right, you can go and ask for help, you can go and tell people what's going on, but at the same time, there's some situations where we've got to be our own hero. Yeah, we've got to be our own hero. And in a self-defense situation, you can imagine that, you know, you got to be your own hero. You got someone trying to rob you, you're screaming for help, there's no one around. You got to look after yourself. Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. In the context of the black dog, when it's sitting next to us, we still got to be our own hero. You know, sometimes there's not going to be anyone around to save you. You know, sometimes you might reach out to that support network and for whatever reason, they're not answering. You know, life gets to all of us. So for whatever reason, maybe that support network isn't there for that day. And that's when it can be the hardest. That's when that black dog is going to be, bloody cars. That's when that black dog is going to be so convincing. Yeah, it's going to be so convincing because your support network's not there. So it's going to say, bro, you don't even matter to no one. No one cares about you. You know, it's going to say, no one gives a damn. You know, it'd be better off if you're gone. They won't even notice, right? That's what it'll start saying to you. You know, and so that's where we got to start training ourselves and our mind particularly, so that we can be our own hero. Yeah, so we can be our own hero. How do we do that? That's a big question. You know, it's a big question. It's not easy. I can't give you an answer because what works for me might not work for you. You know, but hopefully this yarn that I'm going to have, like, hopefully that can help give you some ideas or put you in the right direction, so that, you know, if that black dog comes and sits next to you, maybe you can try something. You know, maybe you might be able to find some little gem from here. So I just distracted by the cicadas. They're beautiful, but they're bloody loud, aren't they? Anyway, yeah, man. So I find myself, like, I've been dealing with that black dog for years, right? It comes and goes, and some days you're feeling mad, other days it's there and it won't leave you alone. So on those days when, I reach out to my support network and they're not there, and that black dog says to you, yeah, look, you don't even matter, bro. Look, no one cares. You don't even matter. They're the days where you gotta treat it minute by bloody minute, hour by bloody hour, yeah, and second by second sometimes. You know, it's a battle, but you gotta be your own hero. What I find works for me when I've got that black dog having a yap, pretty much, first thing, man, like check in with yourself, right? Check in with yourself. what have you been doing that day? Like as in, and not some David Goggins stuff, like I love the guy, but like no, not like, you know, go out and run in a marathon and that, but like what have you done that day? Like have you slept enough? Have you drank enough water? Have you eaten? You know what I mean? Like if, have you got some exercise? Have you gone outside, had a walk or something, or just moved around? You know, like check in with those first four things, yeah? Check in with yourself there, be real with yourself there. Because sometimes it can be something simple. It could just be like that black dog appearing could be something to do with your body. Yeah, it could be your body just, you know, it hasn't had enough fuel. It hasn't had enough hydration. Maybe you haven't slept much. I know myself, when I don't get enough sleep, that's when the black dog comes the most, yeah? You know, like maybe you've got pent up with all this energy and your mind's just looking for something to do because it's just got all this energy coursing through yourself, right? So check in with yourself there. If you find, look, I've had a good sleep, you know, I'm doing all right, I've eaten, I've done this, I've done that. That's when, yeah, you know, like, all right, it's going to be a battle today. That black dog is still there. Again, that support network, maybe they're not answering for whatever reason. That's where we got to turn into ourselves, and we've got to have a bit of a mantra. You know, it sounds silly, it sounds all new age and that, right? But you got to have some sort of mantra for yourself. So for me, the things bloody traffic, huh? The things I like to say to myself, like, you got to remind yourself of who you are, yeah? Because that black dog's going to tell you who it thinks you are. And I tell you now, it's going to tell you something that's completely wrong. It's going to say you're worthless. It's going to say you're useless. It's going to say you shouldn't even be here. You don't deserve to be here, yeah? But if you can tell yourself things like, nah, hey man, I'm strong. You know, I'm safe. But, you know, I'm safe. I'm confident. The big ones that work for me too, so like this is my little mantra. I say I'm strong, I'm safe, I'm confident. I won't give in to anxiety, and to the black dog we say not today, yeah? And I'll say that in my head as many times as I need. And the words that we say to ourselves have so much power. So if we let that black dog decide the words we say to ourselves, imagine the power that has. It destroys you, it makes you feel little and small and insignificant. But if we can start saying to ourselves all these powerful things, all these things that'll make us feel good about ourselves, that can start the shift. All right, it's not going to save your day, it's not going to fix everything, it's not going to be a magic band-aid, boom, everything's done, but it's going to help us. Yeah, and every day if we do this, every day if we take it as that battle, we take it as, hey, I've got to survive minute by minute, hour by hour. I'm going to say this to myself, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm safe, I won't give in to anxiety. The black dog I say no to, right? If we keep saying these things, and hey, you can add your own mantra, you can add your own things, yeah? Whatever makes you feel powerful and strong and confident, these are the things you gotta say to yourself, right? The more we say it, the more we start to believe it, yeah? It's crazy, but it's so true how it works, yeah? After you say this, or even while you're saying this in your head, do something that makes you feel good, yeah? Do something that makes you feel powerful if that's what you want, yeah? You know, you could go out and start knitting. You could go on a motorbike and go for a ride. Do some push-ups. Do whatever it is that makes you the sick, awesome human that you are, yeah? And I guarantee it's gonna help, all right? It's the first step in moving forward and looking after ourselves, you know? It's a tough world out there, but hey, we're here. We're looking after each other, all right? We've got to build a strong community. No more of this, you know, doing it solo nonsense, bro. It's 2024. Time for the year of looking after ourselves and our communities. Yeah, so it means checking in with your mates. Yeah, checking in with ourselves. Being there, supporting each other, fighting the black dog, and educating each other on the black dog. Because I guarantee there's probably every single person at some point in your life you're going to deal with a black dog, yeah? Maybe someone dies, maybe this happens, maybe that happens, whatever. But it's gonna come to you, it's gonna come and sit. So we gotta learn what we can do to take care of that, yeah, to make sure that black dog isn't the thing that comes out on top. Anyways, that's enough bike yarns for today. I gotta go and get back on the road, man. So you guys take care of yourselves, look after yourself, all right? And remember, number one thing, all right, you're strong, you're safe, you're confident. You're gonna say no to anxiety, and you're gonna tell that black dog, not today, all right? Stay strong, stay in control. Peace.